Hi, welcome to our first artist showcase of 2019. We're very excited to showcase an artist called Jae Sung Roo. Marge Kinney, who's a prominent artist in the village, is going to give us a tour of his artist showcase that they featured in November. You are going to be amazed at the amount of work that he accomplished in just 1 year. We hope you enjoy this show.
Well, I'm Marge Kinney, and this is a wonderful, wonderful reception. We have a Jae Roo here, and he has been working every single day since he's been here on either the pottery and ceramics room or in this art room. And the work is phenomenal. Every day he's here making hands, sketches of hands this way and that, and faces and eyes and every little bit of it. And then I see these pieces of sketching paper. You say, but that's worth framing. And he's tossing them away just because he wants to be perfect. So many of the ways that he paints is using very fine paintings that turn him on. And he loves movement and loves all of that. So he's going to talk about his time in North Korea. He was raised there, and they actually moved to South Korea, and he came here. He's been at Saddleback. He's been here, and he's so much into learning. But he's going to explain to you as to why he paints certain things, and I think you'll find it very interesting. So just listen carefully, and let's watch a wonderful, dedicated, deeply involved man who has found a way to thrive in his later years. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Your name is?
My name is Jae Roo, Jae Sung Roo. Yes, thank you.
And how long have you been in Laguna Woods?
Around is 15 years.
15 years?
15 years, yes.
We're going to see a very large amount of work today. How long did it take you to do this?
This is, here is 15 years.
15
yeah, 15
years?
Yes.
And you worked every day in where?
On the everyday is most of the everyday sculpture is the most things is everyday, but painting only the 1 year I painting.
Did you say that all of the paintings in here are from just this last year?
Yes, last year the October I was started painting. Yes.
That's right. You used to walk in here and just kind of look at everybody, but I saw you so many days just sketching, and then you'd throw it away. How did you manage to do finished pieces?
I like the sketching. Is that my hobby is sketching. I take the class is a life drawing class, and the figure drawing and gesture drawing.
In your sculpture, is there anything that you like particularly? You were talking to me earlier about movement, and what makes you decide?
My character is that the something is emotional and the movement. I like it. So that is most of the picture, the painting and the sculpture is movement and the emotional, the painting. And some sculpture and painting is around the religious.
This is similar to it.
Tell me about this one.
Yeah, this one is the mother and son, almost the same. It's the emotional and joyful. Yeah.
How long did it take you to do that?
This one is the sculpture is to take long, because it's we have to first think is the idea, and we make it this one the sculpture, and this bisque, and after come out, this bisque is the dry is to take 3 weeks or months after the bisque. The fire, and it comes out. We have to do the patina is the painting, so that take around is 2 months or 3 months. It comes out like that.
All right, let's keep going, Marge.
All right, let's take a look over here. I see his crowd is
Yeah,
coming in.
I
We're
know.
expecting 250
Really?
people.
250 people?
Yes.
Is that normal for these kinds of events?
No, he is very popular in his community, and all of them are coming. This is a. Let's talk about this one in particular.
Oh, this one is it was the black and white is the photo. That's I think this the American trooper, the army. He's a photographer. He took pictures around after Korean War, and I think that at the time that the situation taken picture. So I was the paintings with color. That's very emotional. Where in my country there was the very bad situations economic, so that that give the food to children.
What do you think of his work?
Well, it makes me want to cry. It's just, Jay, it's everything that you're saying is true. It's every one of them has an emotion. This beautiful one of the Lord speaking to the prophets and coming back. And if we go just on down the line, show us.
Okay. This picture is was the famous artist that 18th century. So that one is the name of this one, the Road to Emmaus. After the teachers is the Easter is the apostle they didn't know that about Jesus, and some houses that the teachers breaking the bread. At the times is that the apostles knew now is that he is the Jesus.
And how do you feel about this painting now that it's done? How do you feel about it?
The feel is very. How could I explain that?
Well, what you got was
Yeah.
your focus
Yeah.
from a technical standpoint is
Yeah.
perfect, and it's the light shining behind
Yeah.
him, and the awe of the prophets
Yeah.
who are and his disciples who are looking at him and they can't believe it, and you managed to carry that forward. So
This one
you
is,
can get the feeling
yeah.
of it.
Is the lighting that comes from here. To say here is a dark, and this is the for the where the Jesus is where the life after we dead, and they have encouraged to the life, the rise after that. Yeah.
How has this studio helped you be a better artist? Coming here.
Uh-huh.
How has coming here every day helped you be better?
Yeah, I'm very, very joyful. Very, I'm, very. I like that here. Yeah.
Do you love it?
Yeah, we love that too much, and there are nice people here, and we are
It's like a team or a family.
Yeah, different
It's
family.
like a
yeah,
family.
yeah.
What do you think of this day? You're going to have 250 people here to look at your work.
Okay, thanks.
How does it make you feel?
First, I'm very, very
Elated.
Okay.
You look as happy as a man could
All
be
right.
right now.
Okay.
Are you that happy? You look so happy.
All right, thank you. I'm very happy here. Yeah.
What's your inspiration for coming every day and doing this?
My inspiration is first the very the lot of is good people. Yeah, and my feeling is everybody is so we give to the comfortable, very comfortable here for the painting. Yeah, so that is I love that.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
We encourage each other, and it's peer
Okay.
critiquing
Yeah, good.
and kidding around
Yeah.
and watching in awe. We need to show your
Sure.
seabirds.
Okay.
Oh, let's go look
Okay.
at the seabirds.
Okay.
Yes, that is really great.
And to stop by the hands, he has done so many sketch pages of hands. The hands are to think that he throws away these beautiful papers is just amazing.
This This is Saint Francis. Is it? I was at this the sculpting is at the Saddleback College. He's a master teacher.
Oh, you took
Yeah,
Saddleback
the Saddleback
College
College.
classes in faces, portraiture?
Yes.
Sculpting portraits?
Yeah, he's very good model. Yeah, in Saddleback College.
Yes.
Around this was 12 years ago, so I made this one.
12 years ago?
12 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
So that
that's-
is, he's good person.
That can last forever.
Yeah.
He looks absolutely.
All right.
In fact, see again, you got his eyes looking up, so
Okay.
you got the searching feeling with his eyes.
Yeah.
That's what's. If you take a look at it, it has so much feeling in it. Yet it's stone. It's just amazing.
Is there any way to quantify how good he is with his sculpture? Like how do you, I mean, it's art, but I mean, why do you think it's so good?
I think it's good.
Yeah, because
I think it's good because you know how to get emotion. And there are a lot of people that paint flat. The other thing you know how to do is make soft backgrounds. If we look at this violinist, this cellist, look at the soft, muted backgrounds, and look at how he focuses on the face of the musician, and he knows how to do that. If you look at this girl over here, your face doesn't make you feel like she's just moving with her hands, and he catches it. How does he catch it?
How do you do that?
this one is I finished this one. The 5 hours is to finish this one.
It only took you 5 hours
that's
to do that?
very fast. Very fast.
But see, you got the movement. You got the movement.
But do you watch him paint?
Oh, yes, I watched him paint these birds here, and every time they look like they were taking off. And when you take a look at that from across the room, you would swear that they're flying.
How long did it take you to do the seagulls?
Which one is it? This one? I think there's a little around 10 days.
10 days.
It's the per day is 3 hours, around 10 days.
So just 30 hours
30
in total?
hours, yeah, something like that.
Is that normal?
Well, he is. No. See, he has the looseness. He got the looseness of his strokes without getting so detailed, and yet it is very detailed. But again, he kept the background in relationship to the foreground. It makes you want to appreciate all of these seagulls. And that's what they do, is fly in flocks. And it's, again, he said he likes movement, and all of these are certainly a description of, if you have that idea in your mind, that's your style, is to find emotion and movement, you're getting it.
Yeah, okay.
What are you thinking? What made you decide to do this particular painting?
Painting is definitely the movement also. Yeah, movement and my very very difficult is to explain that the flying something that sometimes I want the flying to do, and movement to give to the also
So the flying is freedom.
freedom. Yeah, freedom.
It's just, it's uplifting and free,
Okay.
and yet they're together and they're flying high.
Okay. yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go look at one more.
We'd like to
something
take
out.
a look at the refugees
Okay.
over here, and your piece of pottery. Over here in this corner, you have this one.
Oh yeah.
And this, and then we have his featured pieces are up here at the top.
This one is the after Korean War, we are very poor the situation. The economic is too bad. This one is the Namdaemun Sijang is the Koreans great big Korean market.
It's a market. See, they're selling their food
selling
and their
food.
fish.
Yeah, in Seoul, Korea.
Did you paint that from a picture or from your own memory?
This one picture.
Okay.
Pictures I painted this one. Drawing. This one is also the LA Times. They have a picture, so that's I draw this one. Yeah. This one is the Vietnamese is the world after the refugee war.
So they were refugees after the war in Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, again, you managed to pull out the emotion. So it
Yes.
must show that when you're in this room, that while other people are
Yeah.
chatting it up,
Yeah.
you're feeling.
Yeah, my feeling is that I was the Korean War. At the
Yes.
time, we are very bad situation.
You were in North Korea, weren't
Yeah,
you?
North Korea. I escaped my age is 7 years. At the time, my older brother is 5 years older brother.
So
together.
he was 12 and you were 7.
Yeah,
What a story.
And did you go with thousands of people into
yeah. That's
South Korea?
Yeah, to South Korea.
And from
Yeah, to
there,
North
then
Korea.
you actually got a job as a illustrationist.
Yes, yeah.
And how long did
That,
you do that? For many years?
I dropped the college, and because the family economic is very bad, so that I dropped to the 1
The
year
economy bad.
economic bad. So that I got a job at the publishing company as the illustrator, and the newspaper company Korea Times, they scout me, the illustrator. So that's I was there, publishing company, and the newspaper company for the 15 years, as the illustrator. Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why you had some background experience when you came here. But this is like heaven, isn't it? Having all of these different rooms between the ceramics room and the sculpture room and then the art room. And he used to walk in here and he'd walk around and around and around and he wouldn't say anything. And one day I grabbed a basket and put some paints in it and some brushes and I said, "You get in here."
Okay.
Really?
So
You did
yes,
that?
yes. So, but he was so far beyond me, and what he was doing, he started sketching, and again, these hands and eyes and everything. So he's been here. He's a dedicated. He's as passionate and as dedicated as you could ever want any artist to be. He's
top of the chart. Huh?
He is top of the chart. Anyway, I need to get.
All right. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow.
Very impressive, Jay.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
She's
work.
also is a sculptor. He's just a very good sculptor.
Thank you.
What do you?
Coming
Can
from
you
you.
describe his work?
Oh, it's very emotional. There's emotion in everything he does. Yeah.
Now this is the Channel 6. The
Oh,
TV.
hello.
What do you think of him as a person? Describe him as
Oh,
a person.
he's really a nice man. Very nice man. Always been helpful.
Does he always have a smile like this?
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a wonderful
Thank you.
show.
Thank you.
Do you have a favorite in this room?
Yeah, my favorite.
Take me to your favorite.
That's one of the mother food over there, last one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Why is that your favorite?
Because I was I was bad in my country. That I much remind me is the child. Yeah, so that's it. I like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wow. And that's the one at the very end. The one with Jesus or a different one?
Yeah, she just said
Okay.
beside the
That's
one.
your favorite.
Yes, my
And you
favorite.
said you're donating that to your
Yeah.
church.
Okay, yeah.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna donate this one is that my church. That it's a good story. That
It is a wonderful story.
Wonderful.
That's right.
And that was the. It
one?
was over there.
Yeah.
There was the.
Do you want to walk over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to that
Okay.
one, and then we'll cut you loose because you got to talk to everybody. They all want to talk to you. What an event!
This picture and this pictures I taking the on TV. the TV is the taking picture.
Okay.
And I make the abstract the painting.
So you took a picture from a television
Yeah,
screen.
television on
It was
television.
was this the group from China? And they were doing their dances, and you were watching the TV and catching them in motion. Well, you certainly got that in.
This one is the LA, the North Cracker. This,
American Ballet Theater.
Yeah, ballet theater. On the picture is like painting this one. Yeah.
Well, all of them look like they're in motion. Again, that follows what your style is, and your mantra is to do style, emotion, uplifting.
Yeah. I like that, you know. And this one is the emotional also, this one. And I love that it's the dancing and yeah.
Wow.
And this, can you see the person here?
Yeah, the wood sculpting, this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the musical staff.
Yeah.
What can't this guy do? Seriously.
He comes in so modest, and he's always quiet when he comes in. He smiles when he opens his little pack for lunch and has an apple or something very small. And he's just very unassuming, and no one I mean, we see these big paintings and they kind of come and go. And
How old are you?
Now it's the 79.
You look about 65 to me.
Yeah.
You feel young?
Yeah. I'm very good conditions. Healthy is good.
Who are you and why are you here today?
You want to answer? Should I?
Yeah, we're both teachers for portrait class.
So we work together, partners in crime.
And Andy gets the models. We have a model every week. And what I was explaining about Jay's work is how wonderful the light shines on his subjects. It's very dramatic. And in our class, we put a spotlight on our models to make light and shadow contrast on the face.
So it's very dramatic.
And so when you look at this painting especially, you can see how dramatic the lighting shines from one and makes beautiful shapes.
If Jay did this in our class, he'd get an A.
Yes.
How do you feel about the quantity of his work, considering all these paintings were done in a year?
That's amazing that he did all these in a year.
It's
They
amazing,
really are.
but when you come here, you see him always working. So, I mean, he's just sticks to it every day, and that's what you have to do to produce such wonderful work.
Would you say that's the secret to his success? He's consistent?
And works a lot. You have to keep working.
Plus, he has a lot of talent. It's natural talent, so
But practice does improve your art, right?
absolutely.
What's your advice for people who have maybe never been to the art studio and might have an artist somewhere in their being? What should they do?
I think they should just start. You just have to start and do it.
And I say you have to start at the beginning with very simple objects and then work to more detailed things.
Do most people want to be...
They want to be doing Mona Lisa day one, and you just can't do that.
How long does it take the normal person to become a good, quote-unquote, good artist? Is that... You can't tell us, can you?
Oh, it just depends on the person, and they have to love it. And we always tell them, you know, you have to come here and have fun because that's the most important thing. If you don't love it, you're not going to take to
Succeed,
it.
no.
Yeah.
How do the artists here in this studio feel about Jay?
Oh,
Love him.
Yeah,
They love him.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's such a positive person and optimistic and loves his work, and it just kind of rubs off on everybody.
He's smiling from ear to ear today. Is that how he normally is?
Yes,
Yes.
And you ladies are smiling. Do you love being a part of this whole reality here?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
How is it helping you thrive that we have this artist studio?
I think it just keeps us going, and we have fun, and we're able to do what we love.
And it's important to do what you love, as you say.
Yeah.
But the people are nice too, right? I mean, it's not a lot of drama here. It's people are just.
No, very little drama.
Yeah, and we have a common interest in art, and we can discuss that, and we go on trips and all sorts of stuff that are available through the Art Association.
I would be hard pressed to say there's not too many facilities on planet Earth like this one, right?
No, there probably isn't. And of course, $20 a year to be a member.
$20?
20, and you can take all the classes and enjoy
free.
this for free.
That's a better deal than the golf, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
$20?
Yes?
Wow.
You have access to everything in this art studio. All the classes, the trips,
Yeah,
whatever.
and there are two to three different classes every day during the week.
Ellen, you're a very fabulous artist. I love your
Thanks.
work.
Thank you.
Why do you love Jay's work?
Because, first of all, he's technically very good. His subjects are personal to him. I work in the studio with him, and I see how devoted and how directioned he is. I see how much he loves his art, and the reception is absolutely gorgeous. I've met his daughter and his grandchild, and just lovely people.
It's spectacular.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Christine. My mom lives here in Laguna Woods.
And you bought something.
And I
What-
walked in the door, and the first thing I saw was that 20-minute drawing over there. I love that one. I'm going to buy that.
Why?
Well, it's so well done. It's beautiful.
Where are you going to put it?
I think I'll put it in my bedroom.
Nice.
I did have to think about that a little bit.
I'm the artist's grandson.
And what do you think of his work?
I think it's amazing. He's super talented.
And do you ever watch him do his work?
Yeah, when I was a really young kid, he used to draw for me, and he used to like sculpt and do all this just for me, like me and my brother and my family.
He seems like he kind of gets in a flow because he does so much work. What's it like when you watch him actually doing his art? Describe it for us.
He's like in his own space. Like he's amazing.
Like a zone, right?
Yeah, and he can get these paintings done like as fast as he wants. Like he's done some of those big paintings in under a month, and he's like his flow is amazing.
And, do you speak South Korean?
No, I don't. I was born here.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
Huh?
I wish I did.
Yeah. So, describe him a little bit more. Like, what's he like to be around? Like, just be around when he's not doing his art. What kind of a guy is he?
Oh, he's so nice. He's always like offering, and he's always like taking care of my brother and I. He's always like told me stories about his like adventures, and he's always like he's probably like the best grandpa I could ask for.
I bet.
Yeah.
You're one lucky kid, huh?
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're Jay's daughter.
I am.
What was it like growing up with Jay?
It was, well, I'm going to talk about that
You
on my
are.
speech.
Okay.
But growing up with my dad was something that I always learned from him. Like every day there was something that I could learn, and he encouraged me to be the woman I am today.
He looks like a Buddha as far as being happy and just connected to the universe. Is that true?
Yeah, he's very peaceful and Zen-like.
And he must have been a great dad.
Yeah, he was an amazing dad who just was so supportive and encouraging to pursue all of my dreams.
Thank you for watching us
Thank you,
today.
Mari.
I'm Marge Kinney, and
Yeah, my name is Jay Ryu. Thank you very much.
we've had fun being with you today.